I'm going to show you guys how you can pretty much send any stream to your Firestick. There are going to be a few streams that this is not going to work with, but for the most part, this will work for any stream that's on the internet, unless they have some sort of encryption that does not allow it to be, I guess, played anywhere outside of the website, or there's probably a more complicated way of doing it than just putting in a user agent and a referrer, which is what we're going to do. So before we get started, I'll go ahead and show you guys what is needed to get this done. So the first thing would be you do have to have Kodi installed and this program called ADB Link. So this program, ADB Link, basically allows you to be able to edit the contents of your FireTV through ADB. ADB is just essentially a tool that allows Android devices be controlled through a computer or a device that has terminal access. Kodi just needs to be installed on the Firestick itself. For now, I'm going to assume that you have Kodi installed on your Firestick. If not, you can come back to this video once you've done that. So I'm going to be showing you Kodi on my computer or on my Mac, but just know that you're going to be wanting to follow along on the Kodi on your Firestick when I go through this video. Once you open Kodi, the first thing you're going to want to do is yours might have more options, but you're going to want to get to System. Once you're on System, go ahead and go to System Info. So what you're going to write down here is going to be your IP address. So the IP address is what we need to be able to type into that ADB Link program. So, write this down somewhere. If you don't want to write it down, just come back to this part and grab the IP address from this field here. That's really all we need from that particular page. What you're going to want to do next is click on System. So actually click on it. You'll be taken to this settings page. There's a couple of things you're going to want to do here. So the first thing is go to Services, and you're going to want to turn on Control. So I'm just going to turn this off here. This is probably what yours looks like. Your setting level, if it's basic, it's not going to have it. So you want to go ahead and turn that to Expert. See that there? It's on Expert. I go back to Control, and you should see it off. So if you see it off, that's okay. All we need to do is turn that on. Alright, so once you turn that on, you're pretty much good to go from here. So I'm going to go ahead and just, this Kodi's a resource hog, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of it. Alright, so once you do that, the next thing to do is to grab ADB Link. The website you're going to want to go to is going to be jocala.com. Once you're there, you'll be greeted with this page here. Go and grab the latest version that you're able to grab. So on my end, I have a Mac, so I grabbed ADB Link 4.3. Once you download it, it'll on my end it'll show up on the download folders. So what you're going to want to do is just go through the installation process. Just double click that there. And then just drag this to the application field. I already have mine, so I'm not going to do that, but that's what you're going to want to do. Now, once you have it installed in your computer, you can either go here and just search ADB, and you see it's there. Or you can add it here and click on it. But essentially, what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to add your Kodi device. So here, you just want to click on the New button there. Here, you can name it. So like if you have a living room Firestick and you have, bedroom Firestick, you can name it. So you can just say something like bedroom Fire TV. And here's where you're going to write that IP address that you grabbed from the other from the Kodi screens. For the sake of this tutorial, we'll just say that's 192.168.1.232. Once you do that, everything else you can leave as is. Just go ahead and click the save button. Alright, so from here, you're going to want to click the connect button. Once you're connected, the device will allow you to access its file contents, which is exactly what you'd like to do. I'm going to go ahead and connect to it. Now, there's going to be a few times where this might say not connected or connection status not connected, but it's still connected. The way you verify that it's connected is you just go here where it says File Manager. As long as you get to this screen here, you're good to go. This screen basically is showing you the main directory of your Firestick. And I'll tell you, and we'll go over why that's important here in a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go to a website that provides streams. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is click on Command-Alt-I, or you can click on, or if that doesn't work for you, you can go ahead and click on Show Web Inspector, and the stream will show in one or two places, either under XHR or Other. So as you can see, it's showing up under Other. So from here, what you're looking for is, you just want to click on one of these files, right? You're looking for an MP4 file. The one that you want is one that has a user agent in it. So here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab this file name here. And now from here, you can just open your text edit. So on your Mac, you can just search text edit. Open up text edit, just paste that there. Now the Kodi system uses specific syntax for specifying headers on the files. So what we're going to want to do is on the Kodi Firestick, we're going to put in what Kodi called an strm file. So with text edit, that's what we're creating. We're creating an strm file. So we have the stream URL here. Now this stream URL is typically not enough for Kodi to be able to play it. These websites, they look for some headers to make sure that they're being played on a browser. Alright, and so once you create this .strm file, as I was sharing with you earlier, you have the stream name here. Now what you want to do is you want to add the header. So what you're adding is the header that it's going to make it seem like you're at a browser so that it plays the file. So what you're going to want to put here is the vertical symbol on your keyboard. Once you put that vertical line, it basically tells Kodi a header is coming up. So the header that we're going to use is user agent, because this particular stream requires a user agent. You put user agent and make sure you type it exactly as you see it on the screen, capital U, the dash, and then the capital A. And now we're going to, and no spaces between MP4, the vertical line, and user. Then you do equal. Now this is where we're going to go back to our web inspector. So our web inspector is here. We're going to go ahead and copy what's on the user agent. So from here, pretty much just do paste. Your strm file is good to go. Now I had saved it already, but if you hadn't, go ahead and click on Save As. And then here, you're going to do test.strm, because that is just an arbitrary thing I picked out. You name it that, and then here it's going to check mark this, uncheck it. Great. Now check here, make sure this only says test.strm, make sure there's no .txt. If it does, go back a few seconds, and then that way you can see how I removed it. So from here, you're going to want this strm file to go to the Firestick. The way you do that is you go back to ADB Link, go back to File Manager. So what you're going to want to do here is push. So you're pushing a file. Pulling would be like if you wanted to grab this and put it on your computer. What you're doing here is you're pushing. Alright, and so from here, you see that I have a test.strm file. That's the one you want to push to your Firestick. Go ahead and click choose. Now from here, this is where you will go to your Firestick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the Kodi version that I have for my Mac. It should be the same. Alright, now that I'm here, I want to go to Files and Add Videos, Browse. You're going to have something that says SD card here. Once you add the SD card, click OK, and then click OK again. And then it's going to take you to the screen. You can just click OK again. Alright, so once you click and go to the SD card, you should have a test.strm file. Now, if you click enter, you'll notice that it'll play whatever it's looking to play. Alright, so as you can see, that works very well. All you needed to do was add the user agent. Some files require the user agent and refer, some just require the user agent. I might do a future video that shows the user agent and the refer, but this at least gets you started, and it shows you how you can get a stream to your TV. Fairly simple, and you don't have to do too much to get it done. Drop me a like, and if you do like this content, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll make sure to do more of these. I know a lot of people have trouble getting things from their computer to their TV, so hopefully this helps out. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next video.